Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today is the Champions League quarter-final and semi-final draw. Yes, it's happening today. City are taking part after we knocked out Mönchengladbach 4-0 on aggregate after 2 games were won in Budapest. 8 teams go into the draw today. Only, 2 teams will come out going into the final. It's going to be a big one. Fingers crossed for Porto. If you get Porto, in my opinion, we're through. I'll talk more about who we get when we draw them and my opinions on that. But yeah, the draw is today. Before we do get into today's video though, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and press the notification bell so you're notified the second upload or go live. I'll be going live tomorrow at 5:15 for the FA Cup quarter-final tie against Everton. But yeah, anyway, the draw is about to get underway. It is 11:04 and yeah, let's get into it. It is actually worth noting that just before we do get into the draw, these were the teams I predicted would end up actually making it to this stage. It's fair to say I got a few of them wrong. I got a few of them right though at the same time. In terms of score predictions, there were a few that were decently way off. But on the whole, I think I generally got it all right. There weren't too many surprises. Obviously, Porto beating Juventus was the only real surprise in the quarterfinals, in my opinion. The rest of them, the ones I got wrong, they were kind of like 50-50s anyway. But yeah, like I said, fingers crossed we get an easy draw. If not, I want a proper hard draw. Just avoid the English teams at all costs, in my opinion. Right, the waffle is over and they're finally getting underway with the draw. First name out the pot. I think I'd like to be like 6th or 7th, just like make a bit later on. I don't want to be picked out the hat straight away, but I mean, if we are, just fingers crossed it's an easy draw. We're first out the draw. Okay, come on, please, please. This is so huge. We never get past the quarterfinal stage, and this is going to be crucial in where we finish this season. Oh my God, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Porto, 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 Porto. Dortmund. Okay, Haaland is coming potentially to the Etihad. It's another German side, and that could be an interesting one. Manchester City will play Dortmund in the quarterfinals. That's quite an alright draw, to be honest. Sancho back at the Etihad. Haaland coming to the Etihad, but their team is there for the taking. They're a 6th place team in Germany. Porto have just been picked out of the next game. I'll talk about City later. We'll just carry on with this draw for now. Porto, just don't be Liverpool or Chelsea. I want Liverpool or Chelsea to play each other, to be honest. Not Liverpool or Chelsea. Not Liverpool or Chelsea. It's Chelsea, I think. It's Chelsea. Chelsea are in the semi-finals. Oh no, Chelsea in the semi-finals. That's not good. Both of them aren't very good, to be honest. Chelsea are okay. But my God, that's frustrating. That is frustrating that they've got Porto. Bayern Munich, I'd have Liverpool. Liverpool for this one, please. Bayern Munich have been drawn out in the 3rd quarter-final tie. Come on. Liverpool, please. Liverpool, please. If not, I guess it could be PSG. It could be... I can't think of the other team. It's PSG. It's a repeat of the Champions League final in the quarterfinals this year. PSG against Bayern Munich. That would be a massive, massive game. I mean, it is what it is. Liverpool, that means get the only remaining team who I can't think of. Who have they got then? Oh, Real Madrid. That's not easy, to be fair. That's going to be a good game as well. Real Madrid now picked out of the hat. And they will be playing Liverpool. That is going to be a good game. Plenty of good games. City Dortmund. City not conceding the Champions League in 706 minutes. And they come up against Erling Haaland, Mr. Robot, the Champions League main man, surely, in the future. Scored, like 20 goals already in the Champions League. So he'll be a real force against Ruben Diaz. There is Liverpool. Liverpool out the hat. They'll be facing Real Madrid in the quarter-finals. That's the quarter-finals done. So to go over them, Manchester City versus Dortmund, Porto versus Chelsea. Then we have Bayern Munich versus PSG, and then finally Real Madrid versus Liverpool. Plenty of good quarterfinals to hopefully kick up plenty of excitement. Dortmund is probably the easiest quarterfinal we've ever had, to be honest. We've had, I don't know, Lyon was easy, to be fair, but this is over 2 legs, to be fair. We've had Lyon, we've lost to them. Tottenham, we've lost to them. Liverpool, we've lost to them. Right, we lost to Monaco in the round of 16, and we beat PSG in the quarterfinals. Could this be the year we finally get to the semi-finals, or maybe even the final? Who knows? Dortmund is a team, though, that we can definitely beat. I'm pretty satisfied with that. It's one of the easiest draws we could have got. Porto really was the only game that was easier for us, to be honest. But I think it could be an interesting game. Bundesliga, I think they're like 6th in it. They've not had a good year. Defensively, they're weak. But anyway, we are now into the semi-finals. So let's see how the semi-final draw goes. First semi-final out. We are semi-final number 1. And first drawn is quarter-final 3, which means that is Bayern Munich versus PSG. Now this is the game that would be interesting. In the semi-finals, whoever wins this game is probably going to get to the final. But obviously at the PSG Bayern game, if we don't get them. We're quarter-final 1. PSG or Bayern Munich in the semi-finals. Wow, okay. So if we beat Dortmund, it could be a full German road. Mönchengladbach, Dortmund, and then Bayern Munich. It could be PSG if we beat Dortmund. Who knows? It's going to be one hell of a semi-final, and that could be brilliant if we beat Dortmund. And that means that it could be an all-English semi-final, Liverpool versus Chelsea, or Real Madrid. I mean, we all know Chelsea going through against Porto, but Real Madrid or Liverpool will be playing Chelsea in semi-finals. That is literally the perfect draw. You want to avoid the English teams at all costs, unless we get to the final maybe. And so I think that's perfect. I genuinely think that was arguably one of the best draws we could have got. Unless we got Porto, that was the perfect draw. But personally, I am buzzing with that. So to go through it, the semi-final draw, Manchester City or Borussia Dortmund will be playing Bayern Munich or Paris Saint-Germain. And in the other semi-final, the winner of Real Madrid versus Liverpool will be playing Porto or Chelsea. Fingers crossed, Real Madrid beat Liverpool, and then Real Madrid beat Chelsea, and then we go and beat Dortmund, then we probably beat Bayern Munich, and then we go and play Real Madrid in the final, and we win the Champions League, and we end the curse. If we want to win the quadruple this year, we are going to have to beat some proper teams. We beat Mönchengladbach, we've got to beat Dortmund, and then we've got to beat one of the finalists in the semi-finals before beating either an English team or Real Madrid in the final. And my God, that could be one hell of a run. The quarterfinals against Dortmund will be played the Tuesday or the Wednesday after we play Leicester, and the Tuesday or Wednesday after we play Leeds. So we may have to bin off slightly those games. Well, I say bin off, our second team isn't exactly weak. But yeah, we have a very, very strong chance, in my opinion, based off that, of winning the Champions League. If I have to give my verdict on it, I'm pretty buzzing with that. It was probably the best draw we could have got, other than Porto, like I said. But I didn't want Porto anyway, because I feel like it's a little bit boring. So Dortmund is a very decent chance. We get to see Haaland properly, who will hopefully be playing in a Manchester City shirt next year, potentially alongside Lionel Messi. But yeah, if Barcelona had beaten PSG, we'd have had a repeat of Barcelona Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals. We're not going to get that in the end, but I mean, I'm not really complaining. I wanted Bayern Munich, to be honest. I wanted to face them at some point, and if we beat Dortmund, we will be facing them, unless they get knocked out, in which case there's no need to play them because, well, they're not the best team in Europe. So yeah, the semi-finals could be proper big this year. I think if we, I don't know, I'm feeling it's our year potentially. I reckon we're going to win a treble this year, but who knows? Fingers crossed we do get the Champions League, our forbidden trophy, and fingers crossed we get it over the line this year and finally win it. Like I said earlier on, I will be live tomorrow at 5:15 for the Everton game in the FA Cup, where we look to continue our hunt for the quadruple. If we win that, April's going to be a pretty mad month. We've got potentially a month where we could win the Premier League. We have the Carabao Cup final where we could win the Carabao Cup. We have an FA Cup semi-final. If we win against Everton, where we can win it and we can send ourselves to an FA Cup final. And we have the Champions League where we can win the quarterfinals for the first time under Pep Guardiola, send ourselves to the semi-finals, and the first leg of the semi-finals we played. And so we could win that potentially and send ourselves in a good position to get to the Champions League final for the first time in Manchester City's history. Anyway, that is all from me today. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Manchester City versus Dortmund, then potentially Manchester City versus Bayern Munich. And then maybe Man City versus Liverpool or Chelsea or Real Madrid in the final if we get there. Anyway, that's all from me today, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.